Welcome to my playthrough on Battlecraft SMP.
To spawn, it's looking really messy, and we're hoping to make it look pretty sooner rather than later. But you know,
I
it's
dig it.
not my job, so I gotta let the person whose job it is to do it.
Is there like a defined job set? Is this my job
um,
now? Oh no.
not quite. No, Peep took this one over. He wanted to design
Ah,
it. So, have you been on Vert's creative server for this?
I have. A little bit.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit outdated for some parts of
Okay.
it, but
Okay. Yeah. So Peep did a whole bunch of design work. So it's right now it's a matter of just like building stuff up.
mm-hmm.
Um, so this is supposed to be like the only place that we have the healing machine.
Ooh, okay. Little Pokemon Center. I like it.
Yeah, because like with the update and whatever, Vert changed the recipe for the healing machine, so he confiscated like all of them.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
one,
sure
he
it,
made
it
one,
wasn't
but
Vert himself that changed it, but
yeah, you know. So, yeah. Wings, I have a pair. We'll have to go put some mending and breaking on them.
Yeah.
Um,
So it being the first time on the server, Callie and Minnie took me around to see kind of a bunch of different locations, spawn on Casey's base. We flew over to Vert's place, which is really cool. Lots of ice. I'm surprised I didn't hear more ice puns while we were there. We flew over to Peepworm's base, which is very cool and grass themed. The city area block where Minnie and Callie were building. Minnie's is the temple, Callie's is the tree. Over to the trading districts, or kind of shipping area. There was lots of villagers and a few farms here. Over to Rob's little village, and the castle is always so cool. Cool little area he's got. And over to Fuzzy's, which is a fun little Mediterranean island. So we got a few things kind of set up with the help of Callie and Miniweeds. We got a backpack, an elytra, some rockets, some food, and then we got just some apricorn seeds from Spawn, a few orange berries. We found some cyan seeds and mint leaf, so that'll be exciting. We've just kind of got all the basic beginning stuff. We still need to go some caving, but first things first, we're gonna select a starter, which is going to be a little bit difficult because I'm a bug type trainer, and as you can see, none of these are really bugs. I kind of was looking through this a little bit earlier and was like, I don't even know where to start. But I do love Turtwig, and I think I'm going to have to build a little pasture for Torterra decision making. So we're going to go ahead and select Turtwig for now, only because I do love me some custom trees. And let's just see this little guy. Oh my god. Look at him, he's so cute. And the custom cries when they come out. Oh, he's a little cutie, huh? You know that? Oh, alright. So now that we've got started, we got a little bit of copper. We need to go get some stones so we can make a furnace so we can actually make some Pokeballs. We'll just maybe grab a few more apricorns while we're here at spawn. And I kind of want to figure out what color of Pokeball I want. Because if we look at the ball menu, we have just the base Pokemon balls that are all colored. And I kind of want to stick with those just for a little while. Netherite ingot into a cherish ball. What is it? Oh, looks like we already have the Creek Cobblemon combat on here. I feel like Premier Balls would be a fun little Way to go. Verdant balls, just because bugs are green, seems a little interesting too. It would also be fun to make sure all of our Pokemon came out of Safari balls. You know what? We're going to make verdant balls. So we're just going to grab as many green apricorns as we can find. And I think we're going to stick with all of our bugs need to be caught with verdant balls. Ooh. And this Pineco. I've got big dreams for a shiny Pineco. I might have to see if I can sell my soul a little bit. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Sell my soul so I can come catch you at some point. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so one other thing that we have found here, actually I need to maybe come at a different angle so that I don't lose it, are these hanging roots. Which we can make heal powders with, which will like lower the friendliness of our Pokemon. But if we look at big root, I think we can smelt this down into a remedy. And if you do that with a petal flower, you get a fine remedy, a superb remedy with a Vivichoke. I'm not 100% sure on the values for those, but definitely good for early game healing. Oh gosh, we're about to enter some danger. We found a big old cave. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, well that isn't very helpful. Let's get out of underground and then take a look at the map. So we're just a little bit northwest of spawn. There are a lot of bug Pokemon here, which is very nice. There's a little Farfetch'd over there. I kind of want to see what's over here. This ancient Emerald Beach forest and the gravelly beach is looking pretty interesting to me right now. And then we're going to be right next to the other forests. And then also these jungles have a lot of bugs that would be great for spawning. The human tropical grassland and the tropical forest river all seem interesting as well. The wooded savanna. So we're going to have to take a look at some of these and figure out where we want to get set up. I do want this Surskit though. Come to land so I don't have to drown while I'm trying to... Oh, okay, he ran away. This Ninjask is also... Oh, God, the animations just look so great. You're doing a great job, buddy. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're doing a great job, whether or not you know it or not. Alright, Surskit, where'd you go? There you are. Okay, sorry, Turtwig, you're underwater for right now. Let's absorb. Try to get some of our HP back while we're... Alright, let's catch. I can't believe it. I can't believe you've done this. Turtwig, you doing okay down there, bud? You're definitely underwater for a little bit. I think you seem to be fine. Are you aquatic? There we go. Alright. So let's just check out the stats on these real quick. Stats. Oh no, he's good. Okay, well I'll have to keep you as a back pocket. Ooh, that's a lot of special attack. I don't think that's a special attacker though. I don't think this is a regular attacker, so we'll have to continue looking for some of these. You gotta catch them all, is what they say, right? Okay, we've got enough to make our first pick. We'll make an axe, just get rid of that. Grab a little bit more iron. We'll make some boots. Maybe a hat. I don't think we have enough iron for a ton of stuff. Alright, we're getting geared up. Look. Professional Pokemon trainer / adventurer. While we were out looking at different biomes, looking for things for bug spawn, we ran into this Scyther out in this tropical grassland. So after gathering a few materials, we decided to try and catch it. all of our Pokemon were fainted, and this was a much higher level, so we just had to throw balls at it until it decided to stay in. This was a little bit long of a process, but honestly, worth it. Had to grab some deep slate coal because it is one of the rarest blocks in vanilla Minecraft, and might look good in a build sometime. So just, yeah, getting a little bit of HD and spamming out some balls, and luckily we ended up catching it. And this is honestly a great pickup. Not only is it a bug, but it is great for catching. It has Technician and pretty good stats as well as False Swipe. And that'll actually proc with Technician and make catching things a lot easier. Oh, got the hitboxes on. Turn those off, and yeah, excited. After catching Scyther, we went on a little bit of a catching spree now that we had something to actually catch Pokemon with. First off, started with Paldean Wooper, who's just an absolute cutie. Clodsire, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Then we found a Dwebble up in these Terracotta Hills. The rock bug type is very interesting. Very excited to get this one as well. Managed to catch this in one ball. And looks like the actually stats are pretty good. Speed's not a huge issue with this guy. After exploring a little bit, we've actually found some Pecha berries, which is going to be great for berry mutation a little bit later. We found one of the swamp pavilions. There are many different types of pavilion patterns, so this is something we're going to have to be collecting. And yeah, looking forward to that. We also found a female comb bee, which is needed to evolve into Vespiquen. Again, Scyther doing just so much work with the False Swipe Technician, putting him down to 1 HP and making the catch just that much easier. We can actually get something as well with like Sleep Powder, and that'll make every catching just a lot easier. So looking forward to doing that a little bit more in the future. Using our newfound Pecha berries, we were able to crossbreed the Pecha and the Oran to find Lum berries, which will heal any status condition. And in order to get to the Citrus berry, which is 1/4 of the max HP, we're going to need some Persim berries. And now is a good time to talk about an explosive topic, creeper holes. Creeper holes are the Minecraft equivalent of something called shopping cart theory. Returning a shopping cart is an easy task that usually requires just a few extra steps to put a cart into a return station. Outside of an emergency, pretty much everyone should be able to return their shopping cart. But at the same time, it's not illegal to leave your shopping cart. Nobody's going to fine you or send you to jail. All to say, this is just a peak example of people doing the right thing simply because it's the right thing to do. Same thing applies to creeper holes. Nobody's going to kick you off a server, I assume, for leaving a creeper hole. But at the same time, do you want to make your Minecraft world a better place? Then start by always filling your creeper holes. I'm still pretty resource poor, and I went through a couple iterations of trying to fix this by making it into like a little stone outcropping. And I just couldn't get it right with the amount of resources I had. I tried using walls, I tried using the steps. I ended up wanting to use some slabs here after a little bit of time. So we had to go back to base camp, grab a few bits of cobblestone, make some slabs, and kind of play around with a couple designs here. I wanted this just to kind of look like it was just barely peeking out, like it had been submerged and kind of overgrown. I definitely want to come back and add like some leaves and maybe some moss to this once I have a little bit more resources. And I think as we go along, we'll definitely have a little bit more materials to work with, and we'll be able to go from there. And this was actually our first foray into Create. We grabbed some andesite from our little bit of adventuring we did and started making some andesite casings, which is pretty important in a lot of the Create contraptions that you need moving forward. I think the first thing on my priority list at this point was a mechanical saw and a hand crank, so that I could clear out some of the area surrounding what I'm now calling base camp as a temporary name. So first we needed to set up a mechanical press, which will help flatten some ingots that we need for some of Create's recipes. Mainly iron sheets, gold sheets are pretty important as well, but as we get further along, I'm sure it'll get more and more included in some of the recipes. So what I wanted to do to just make this mechanical press move a little bit faster was set up a water wheel with gear differentials to kind of make it move a little bit faster. Because I really wanted a solution that wasn't me using a hand crank on a mechanical press for too long. So this was a nice little solution that was able to just get this going a little bit quicker, uh, make it so I don't need to eat as much food while I'm operating the mechanical press, which is a little bit of a fun thing. If you need to eat a bunch of apples to get some leftovers in Cobblemon, you can just use your hand crank. But I think at this point, we had all the materials we needed to get going on clearing this area out. So let's hit it with the time lapse. Yeah, just a small little tree. Uh, wanted to do something just to get to use a little bit of the new blocks. The cobbled calcite looks fantastic. I wish I had some diorite, but this was all I had to work with. We're working on limited materials, so we decided to just use what we had. And it's a nice little start to base camp. I don't think we're gonna stay here long, but I think it'll be a cute little place once we're done with it. We have our first custom tree done. I think it's time to evolve Turtwig. We have Grottle now. Oh boy, it's only a matter of time before I need to make a Torterra enclosure. Well, if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like or subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.